Well, hello guys, hello. Welcome back to the Big Fat Psychic channel. I'm so pleased to be reading again for you today. Okie dokie, you're not going to like this, but I'm just going to do a couple of royal readings today, okay? I cannot cope at the moment with what's going on in the UK, so I need to try and like ground myself. It's been ever so stressful for me coming back and seeing exactly what is going on. So at least when I was away, I was able to, you know, find all sorts of balance as well. And right now I just can't see where we're bloody going. So, and I've got stuff going on with my cream as well. I spent yesterday doing a document, putting all my data together with the photos and all the mix of ingredients that I did, what I tried, what I took out, and it totaled 19 pages. So aside from the name, which I chose, and that was already taken when I checked it, everything else is hunky-dory. And again, I've had to choose from 5 companies, which I've struggled with for since I come back. I keep doing the cards, you know, asking, is it this one? Is it what will be the outcome with that one? Going off my gut feelings, having to research them and things as well. So I have decided finally on one, and later today I will be sending them my NDA and the report as well, which doesn't disclose the ratios of ingredients or even some of the ingredients, to be fair. So yeah, so I've decided on that one. Oh my god, it's just been head busting really, but you know, all day, 19 pages. I had that much data, didn't know where to start with it. So I have done my best, and it's certainly better, 100 times better than what I started with as well. So that's just to let you know that I'm grounding myself. I'm doing my garden. I've emptied loads of clothes. My granddaughter, she's moved into a proper bed now, so I was getting rid of a cot and taking that to skip as well. These are all the things, you know, that help me stay grounded as well. You know, you've got to have a normal life as well as this one and any other life that I'm trying to create and manifest as well. So bear with me, okay? Just for a week, I'm taking it a bit easier. And I'm laying off the government just for a short while. I did tell you, you know, I've had some head-busting readings lately about this government and other governments and parties. So, yeah, so forgive me. We're going to just do the easy ones today. So we're going to look at the king and the end of the monarchy. So I will timestamp this. Looks like it's 3 minutes and 28 seconds. So yeah, okay, let's get on with it then. So we looked at the king and all these shenanigans, and do you know what was going on 8 years ago with Harry and Meghan, and what is going on now? Well, I just have a completely different perspective. Whatever's been going on for all those years is not acceptable now, and not even believable. So let's crack on with it then. So, you know, how is the king feeling about his position as king? Well, he thinks everything's working out well, going to plan. Working, you know, he thinks the monarchy's working well. I don't. Do you? Do you think the monarchy is doing well at the moment under him? I don't at all. In fact, I've always been one of these to say, oh, don't attack the king, don't, you know, attacks are coming. But in actual fact, I think they're well deserved at the moment. Why has he allowed Harry and Meghan shenanigans to go on for so long? I mean, if you hadn't seen your grandkids in 8 years, you know, don't you think you'd be saying something? I'm getting fraud here, fraud. So maybe he don't go on about it because don't go near the subject of this because Meghan never gave birth. Has stayed out of their kids' lives. Is the reason he's never moaned or got involved because he knows there's something going on fraudulent with Lily and Archie. He doesn't believe she gave birth, okay? So I think that's why. Now, if that was me, if I was a grandmother, if I was a grandfather, that would stop me from being involved because it's another scandal. Does he believe Meghan gave birth to those children? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And he knows who did as well. You know, this information is coming out, so it's going to, you know, be rocking the monarchy. When this secret comes out and the information's revealed, despite that they've tried to hide it and been involved, you know, how will this affect the monarchy? Yeah, exactly. So line of succession as well. Absolutely. It's going to be left to Catherine and William to pick up the pieces. I've seen her on her 3 Peaks. I know quite a few people who have done that. My lad did it as well. It's grueling and it's harsh. But we'll leave Catherine out of this, okay? But I'm telling you, she didn't look too good, did she? I know she just done it, completed it, but I'm telling you, and the words that was used carefully said did not indicate that, you know, she had recovered and was feeling so much better, you know, and treatments was a success and all like that. That was never mentioned, okay? So if you watch her again, just watch her as if, you know, she's still got something going on there. Does this scandal break this year? Yeah, and I've always had it that'll be September-ish. Is it September-ish? No. The flag, the flag, the flag. One, 2, 3. So maybe 3 visits. Are we looking at 3 visits? Maybe when he gets back from a visit. So, Pentacles and then Major Arcana. Why has the king been protecting Harry? Because Meghan will make it, you know, his life a misery. Well, that's not Meghan. Is that Beatrice? No, not committed. Does the king actually want Harry and Meghan to divorce? No, because she's going to make out, you know, that the royal family and Harry probably pushed her into this or something, you know. So again, self-preservation. I do not understand people who succumb to blackmail, emotional blackmail as well. because of somebody else's secret and bad deeds. Yeah, she's going to say it didn't happen that way. So what? Is King Charles afraid that Meghan will say, oh, it was racially motivated, blah, blah, blah? He just wants to, you know, to keep the peace until after he passes. Trying to pander to her. We all know she's an operator. How does Jack Brooksbank feel about Meghan Markle? That he created their problems, because I do believe it's him connected with Epstein, but him that got Meghan into the circle of Eugenie. They're all involved, you know, they're all involved. So he's created his own problems, made rods for his own back, got dragged into a situation as well. I really do feel it was Jack and not Marcus. But that's another reading. What's the King's intentions to Harry and Meghan regarding the children? That'll just lead to a divorce. So does the King believe that when the truth is revealed about the children, that Meghan will divorce Harry? No, he's not being involved. You know, he can't get involved. Is this why he refuses to get involved? Yeah, because people will know as well. So, you know, Grandad of the Year seems to not have been involved with these children because he's protecting themselves, as is the rest of the monarchy. They don't want being dragged into it. They want to keep as far out of it as possible. Is that it? Is that the only secret? No, there's plenty more. There's plenty more. I wonder if this is to do with photos of the children. It is. Well, that is certainly maybe Eugenie or Catherine. Is the Queen of Pentacles Eugenie? Absolutely. So she's involved as well. So a lot of you have mentioned to me that Archie actually resembles August Brookbanks. So has Eugenie been loaning her son out to Harry and Meghan for photos? Absolutely. This is shocking, and this is, you know, really going to impact the monarchy this year. Very this year, okay? I'd say soon. I thought September, October. And Meghan will be loving this because it gives a great power over the royal family. So is Meghan loving this, and does she feel empowered by it? Yeah, what she's saying is, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. So she feels empowered, definitely. How does Eugenie feel about being corrupted and dragged into Harry and Meghan's mess where the kids are concerned? Well, you've got sharing information, discussions, letters and emails. So there is a paper trail for this, and people already know. So it could be, you know, she's aware that information has been shared and is coming out as well. You know, letters, emails, what you're talking there is photographs, comparisons, dates, times, etc. Will Eugenie cooperate with has Eugenie confessed to the king? No. But her mother knows. Fergie knows. Does Fergie know? Yeah, she's just biding her time as well. They've got themselves into a whole, you know, bucket of mess, really. They have. Does the king know that some of the photos are actually of August and not of Archie? Oh, yes. And including probably the one that was sent early on with Archie as well. He knows they look so much alike. Does the king believe that August and Archie look exactly the same on some pictures? Absolutely it does. Absolutely enforced isolation. I think he's realised far too late. How does Harry feel about deceiving and using Eugenie? Something in writing, not saying in the dark. Well, there'll become, you know, there'll be something there in a letter to or an email to Eugenie or text, you know, some kind of information that is going to be shared that he doesn't want seen. How is this affecting Harry's mental health? Yeah, it becomes totally unstable. It is money as well. Getting sued. Every time he, you know, sues somebody or and somebody will be suing him and all, you know, information can be revealed even more and more and more. He's so well, he's definitely not bright. He's stupid. Is this to do with some of the information coming out with their visa? I think there'll be stuff in there that raises concerns, but you know, if you think this is going to be about whether he lied and did drug testing, it's not. Why would that happen? Do you think he, you know, sent off, what was it, 2,500 pages for 307 documents just to get in the UK? Sorry, in America? I don't think so. I think this is a fit-up about something else. I think that is the visa case. Will people be able to tell from these documents that Eugenie is there around when pictures are taken of Archie? I think, you know, I think what people are hoping for, we get something else that's just as bad. Getting it wrong, the wrong times, the wrong places, where he says he was, when he wasn't. What's Harry's greatest fear about these children and the king? It's going to be all over social media. You know, the truth will be revealed. Did Meghan set this up so it would be problematic for the royal family later down the line? No, she just thought she'd get away with it. Okay, going back to the king and the monarchy. When all these scandals are revealed, what will happen to the monarchy? They'll be panicking like mad. Like mad. They'll have to, I'm getting recuse themselves. So recuse, maybe that's where you make a statement in a legal case. They'll have to recuse themselves. Of course, they'll deny any involvement in this. Is the monarchy finished? They'll just keep saying they want involved, they want involved, they want involved. They didn't want to get involved. You see anything else sinister coming out for the royals? Connections with all other parts of the world and Europe. I don't know, I'm getting something big, something goes all over the world. I don't know, maybe, you know, there's a lot of support in the end for the monarchy because of this. Has the king been using Meghan and Harry as a distraction from his own problems in the UK? Don't act. So don't take action on that because it's not right. So probably, you know, making out that they've been going along with others, other things, other people, other parties, other governments, other religions, you know, making out that they're okay about it when they're not. So I do see trickery, and I do see chicanery, and I do see, like, obviously, all is not what it seems. So the king's behaviour and actions, I think they're always trying to work out where they are with Harry and Meghan, because they are loose cannons. I don't think they're organised at all, but I do believe, you know, I was exactly right about Project 4. I was exactly right about King Charles, you know, not wanting him. I was right about Meghan, you know, she definitely don't want to come here. Definitely wasn't going to get the security, was using that, blasting out every bloody 5 minutes, another headline, knowing full well that she was conning people. Even Charles Spencer thought they might be coming, and I'm not sure about the hospitals and stuff. I think she'd have stayed away from that. But yeah, we know that she ain't coming, and those kids aren't coming either. Are those kids coming to the UK? No. But you might get some last minute pulling stunts with them. Is Meghan coming to the UK with Harry? Absolutely not. What's left for her here? Okay, what is there here? She's just been slated as well. The press have turned right against her. Richard Eden, Tom Sykes, you know, all of those people now having to swallow the shit that they've been spreading around because they believed Harry and Meghan. We didn't see that coming. I think me, Taz, Lady C, you know, we all knew what they was playing at. Okay, what's in store for the king for the rest of the year? A lot of trouble over these children. A lot of trouble with his nieces as well. I kind of feel as well like the public will be stepping back. Is he going to get, you know, loads of problems with his public that he's supposed to serve? Yeah, it's about commitment. Commit to our faith, not anybody else's. Commit to our faith. I don't know, I think he's got an important meeting coming up with, I kind of feel like the Pope or somebody, okay? The Pope. Well, he'll have to vote here, you know. He'll have to do something and pull it out the bag. Okay, outcome for King Charles in this. Yeah, a lot of bad press. A lot of mixed messages as well still. Outcome for William. Seeing what others can't, so you know, he's got the full picture, knows everything that's going on. As well, I'm looking at a secret meeting here. Maybe planning a meeting with somebody to look better. Outcome for Catherine in this. Driving something forward. She's just going to carry on, push forward and try and remain balanced. Don't know, as if it like she might have been chasing something up, chasing something up, chasing a lead up, chasing something. She'll be out and about more. Outcome for George. I never ask about the children. Doing a lot more with his dad and feeling protected, okay? Feeling protected. I think his security goes up. Outcome for Harry. Yeah. Gets caught out again, okay? Gets caught out again. Everything collapses around him because it was his own hands, you know. Everything he created, he destroyed. And outcome for Meghan. Yeah, not content, okay, not content. And maybe no content as well for her as Everbrand. She's going to struggle, you know, she's going to struggle to try and make things work. She'll feel powerless. Will Meghan feel powerless? She'll feel worse of that. Look, it's her own goddamn downfall as well. You made your bed, love, you can lie in it as well. So I'm afraid, guys, there's nothing but more shite for the royal family. I don't see anything really too good happening at all. It's all a mess behind the scenes. It's going to be shown in the front of them that things are a mess. People are going to question them more, hold them to account, and be more responsible. You know, I think the next 6 months are very difficult for the royal family. But the last person I just want to ask about is, what's the outcome for Princess Anne? Yeah. Devil reversed, you know, unspeakable acts. Is Anne also ill? No. But maybe something, you know, she's done, maybe something she's said, that gets picked up on as well. I tell you, everybody's out for the royal family. And to be fair, do you know what? They've had 8 years of this shit to knuckle down Harry and Meghan, and they haven't. And the only reason they haven't is because they lacked the strength and bravery to do so. They've let them run riot as well. So I think, you know, people will be saying about the king that, you know, well, he's allowed this to happen and for so long. But are they a distraction for the rest of the world events? Well, yes, there is that, but I'm not seeing it so much as that. I'm seeing it as dysfunctional. Okay, guys, that's it from me. I'll be back soon with another reading. Bye now. Bye-bye.